Hi everyone, my name is Bhavishya. So today we'll move forward to our transportation layer. We will learn about how data is transferred in two different ways. So these two different ways are our UDP and TCP. Why we are using two ways? Because the data to be sent has a different priority, and to satisfy those two priorities we have TCP and UDP, where TCP works more on reliability and security of the data and UDP works on fast streaming data. So let's dive deep into it with a very classic format that society used and we do in our older days, that is comparison. So first I'll talk about TCP. So TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol, where it is secure, which is reliable. Why it is secure and reliable? So let's understand with example. So in TCP, what really happens is if you want to send the data, let's suppose there is a sender and there is a receiver. So it sends the data in sequences. Okay. Now what basically happens underneath is it also checks for the error if there is any error, and it also makes sure if the data is reached or not. If the data we have received is corrupted, it will make sure to resend the data. This is why it is reliable and it is secure. And to do this, we use three-way handshakes, where let's suppose this is a sender and this is a receiver. So sender will send the SYNAC, SYN, and then our receiver will send in SYN/ACK to our sender. After that, the sender will receive an acknowledgement. So this is how it works. Now, if I talk about the UDP, at the other hand, UDP is very simple. UDP is just going to broadcast or multicast the data over the receiver. No, nothing. That there is no reliability. There is no guarantee if the data has reached or not. No, nothing. No error correction, no data resending, no nothing. So the usability of this is that it makes it fast. Okay. And in the use cases like let's suppose VOI, or let's suppose if I talk about the protocols that are UDP use is VOI, voice over IP. So if I want to further explain it, so in a VOI, let's suppose we are on a video call with someone. Okay. Now here what happens is we use UDP. That is, it makes sure that the data streaming should be fast and the video is not frozen. That's it. It is not, and you might see some glitches, but it's not important, because let's suppose if I am using my energy to fix the glitches, that is not important, right? Let's suppose we have a lag of 3 seconds. So if it was TCP, it will make sure to recover that lost packet of what happened in the 3 second, and he will resend the data. That is useless, right? We have to just make sure if the data that we are sending is live streaming or not. It is basically, it should not be frozen. So this is how UDP works, right? So if I talk about the packet size of the UDP, so the packet size of the UDP, it has this 4 fields, and all total it is having 8 bytes. If I talk about the TCP at the other hand, when we talk about the use cases of the protocol that uses TCP, is our, for web server we use HTTP, for our email transfer we use SFTP, for our file transfer we use STP, and for the other cases are Telnet. If I talk about the packet size is 20 bytes, and all total fields are 12 fields. So this one is our TCP is reliable, secure due to its 3-way handshake, where at the other hand our UDP is fast due to the mechanism of broadcast/multicast. So this was a very brief about our transportation layer and all total TCP and UDP. See you in the next one.